Tired of patterns that never fit right? Standard size charts do not work for everyone because every body is unique. The secret to a perfect fit starts with accurate measurements. Today, I will show you how to measure yourself like a professional. Let us get started. To start off, I will first measure the body's horizontal lines, which are the bust, waist, and hips, before moving on to the vertical lines. There are two key rules you must always follow. First, make sure to wear fitted clothing. Second, tie a guide ribbon around the waistline at the narrowest part of the torso. To easily find this exact spot, look right in line with your elbow. Next, we will measure the bust circumference. Do not place the tape measure directly at the center of the chest. Instead, bring the ends of the tape together at the side of the bust. We must take this measurement precisely with zero ease. If you are unsure at this stage, double-check from the back to ensure the tape measure follows the correct path around the entire body. Now, consider these crucial points. If the tape is placed above the bust line, the result may be half a size to a full size larger and looser than the actual measurement. Conversely, if the tape is placed below the bust line, the result may be half a size to a full size smaller than the true measurement, leading to a garment that is too tight. Therefore, be extremely careful to ensure the tape measure passes exactly over the apex of the bust line. Now, I will take the waist measurement. Measure this precisely over the ribbon you tied around the waist, with absolutely no ease. Now, it is time to measure the hip circumference. For this measurement, position the tape measure so that it passes over the fullest part of the hips. Be very careful. If the tape measure is accidentally placed higher or lower than the fullest point, the resulting garment will turn out too tight. This happens because those numbers are smaller than the true measurement of the maximum hip curve. Next, we will take the across chest measurement. This is measured horizontally from one Armscye crease to the other. This means measuring from the exact points where the arm separates from the torso. Do not press the tape measure into the body or allow it to arc while measuring. Keep the tape measure completely flat and level. For the across back measurement, we measure in the exact same way as the across chest. Measure horizontally from one back Armscye crease to the other, right where the arm separates from the back torso. Do not press the tape measure into the body or allow it to arc. Keep the tape measure completely flat and level. Next, we will measure the shoulder length. Measure in a straight, direct line from the side base of the neck precisely to the shoulder bone. The starting point is where the shoulder meets the neck, and the ending point is the outer tip of the shoulder bone. Keep the tape measure completely flat and level. Next, we will take the neck circumference measurement. Place the tape measure around the base of the neck, ensuring it is snug against the sides without pressing into the body. Bring the tape measure together at the front, right in the hollow of the neck. It must be kept completely upright and level, not angled or dipped in a V shape. Now, we will begin taking the vertical measurements. The first length measurement is the bust height. Measure directly from the side base of the neck straight down to the apex of the bust. Make sure a properly fitted bra is worn, as this is essential for obtaining an accurate measurement. Next, we will take the front bodice length, also known as front waist length measurement. Once again, place the tape measure at the side base of the neck. Bring it down precisely over the bust apex to the waist, exactly where the tape is tied around the waistline. Note, strictly for evening gowns, the tape measure should be pressed snugly against the body under the bust. Next, we will measure the back bodice length, also known as back waist length. Place the tape measure at the side base of the neck once again. Guide it straight down over the back contour all the way to the waistline, exactly where the guide ribbon is tied. Here is an important point to keep in mind. For individuals with a standard figure, the front and back bodice lengths are either equal, or the front bodice is 1 to 2 centimeters longer. However, for individuals with a fuller bust, the tape measure has to travel a longer path to reach the waist. As a result, their front bodice length will naturally be noticeably longer than the back. Conversely, for those with a smaller bust or a rounded upper back, the back bodice length will end up longer than the front. This is precisely why it is always best to take these measurements directly on the body. Next, we measure the bust span, taken from one bust apex to the other. This measurement usually ranges from 17 to 26 centimeters, depending on body size and bust separation. Next, we will measure the hip height, also known as waist to hip. For the first method, place the tape measure at the side waist ribbon and measure down to the fullest part of the hip. This side measurement method is far more accurate for individuals with fuller hips, especially when the prominence extends up toward the high hip area. Alternatively, the second method is to measure directly down the back from the waist ribbon to the highest point of the seat. We also have another measurement called the chest width. We take this measurement specifically for clients with a full bust. Due to a fuller bust, their garments might fit perfectly in the back, but feel tight across the front as if the fabric is strainingly pulled together. We measure this width as a precaution to cross-check and adjust the pattern later. Here is how we take this measurement. Place the tape measure directly under the armpit, right where the side seam will sit, at the center of the armscye base. Starting from that point, pass the tape measure across the fullest part of the bust, all the way to the center of the opposite armscye base. Repeat this exact process for the back section as well, measuring from one armscye base to the other. Make sure to carefully record this back width measurement for future reference. Next is the armscye depth measurement, also known as armhole depth. We will take this measurement manually, but I will also teach you how to calculate it using a formula. To measure this, place a sheet of paper under the armpit, exactly where you want the armhole seam to sit, where the sleeve connects to the garment. We will take this measurement and cross-check it with our formula. For a close-fitting garment, press the paper right up against the armpit. For a slightly relaxed fit, leave a gap of 1 to 2 centimeters. For very loose garments like lined coats meant to be worn over other clothing, this gap should be even larger. Now hold your arm down against your side, measure from the neck point down to the top edge of the paper, and record this number. Now that we have captured these precise measurements, we are ready for the most exciting part. In the next video, I will show you how to transform these numbers into a flawless basic bodice block, the foundation of every professional garment. You will not believe how simple and perfect your patterns will become once you master this step. To take your skills to the next level, consider joining our Ladybird Designer membership. As a member, you will get exclusive access to downloadable measurement charts and calculation cheat sheets, private Q&A sessions where I personally review your progress, and behind-the-scenes tips from my workspace to yours. Click the join button below to see all the perks and become a part of our professional sewing community. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for the Bodice Drafting Masterclass. See you in the next lesson.